I'm Bob Davenport. I'm from Fishers, Indiana, just down the road. Me and my 55 Ford F-100. We're just maybe 2 miles away. So I got this truck from a friend of my father-in-law's in Chicago who had it in a garage for about 20 years in his mom's garage, and she passed and he needed to get rid of it. And my father-in-law wanted to get me into hot rodding, so he kind of enticed me into getting, I'd worked on cars when I was young, and it was good to get back into it now, and so it's been kind of my second hobby here, getting it back on the road and getting it running. So originally it was just the original car, stock, had a lot of issues to fix up on it. I originally had it came with 3 engines in the bed, and a guy wanted to buy the truck, but told him it wasn't for sale, so he bartled and he says, "How much for your engine?" I told him, "I'll give you an engine if you put it on your truck and drive it to Indiana," and he did that. So it really was a trade. It worked out both ways. So still have another engine for it in my garage. So this is the original 6-cylinder from 1955, but it runs solid. But I kind of been robbing some parts off of it, but it's exact same engine, but it's a solid engine too. So it's just kind of a second. If anything did happen to this, I would have a spare. So the bed was just sitting on rust. All of the frames and support beams in it had gone, so I had to pull that off, and I redid all of the parts of the steel on that, and redid the bed itself, the wooden bed. So that was, and then I've got it's a drivable truck. So if I need to pick up mulch or something, I use it. And so I have a cover that goes into that too. So it's just it's not an indoor truck, show truck, but and then there was rust in the quarter panels and some of the fenders, and I cut all those out and put new metal on them. And then my father-in-law taught me how to paint. So I went in and I've got a little setup in my driveway where I do my painting, and I paint and sand and the whole bit. The frame, it had been 75 years but it had a coating of rust, so there's an encapsulator paint you put over it. So I've taken all the rust and blasted and then painted over that. So it's good for another 75 years at least, I think. When I first got it, so the engine, the 6-cylinder, I split the manifold in 2 to make dual exhaust out of it. There's a guy that my father-in-law knew that welds cast iron, which is a special thing, and he made this manifold for me. So I ran dualies out of it on a 6-cylinder and ran straight pipes, and they sounded really good. They cackled, and so. But I went and I put mufflers on it, some straight pipes, and it doesn't sound as good. So I'm going to revert back to the here in the next couple of weeks, and so it will sound more like a hot rod. It drives great. It runs 70, 80 mile an hour down the road. It's a big vehicle, it's heavy, so these old cars don't stop very fast, but I'm working on that to try to get them. I'm trying to keep it as original as possible with a little bit of cosmetic things, maybe lower the truck a little bit, make it ride better, and make it look better. But other than that, I try to keep things, the kind of the patina to it. I could strip it and paint it and have it, just super shiny, but I want it to look like a normal truck that's 75 years old.